Hey folks, this is another video in a series that aspires to teach Google Apps Scripts DriveApp to beginners. In previous videos, we've learned how to access all files on Google Drive, how to access all files in a folder, how to access all files from a subfolder, how to move a file, how to move multiple files, and how to move files with conditions. We're going to resume by navigating to the Files module, where we will be creating a new script file. We're going to title this g_delete_file. We're going to hit enter. We are going to change the name of our function to be called delete F file. We're going to save our project and begin on line 2. We're going to hit enter once. We're going to add 2 slashes for a comment. And we are going to access the file. Access the file we want to delete. We're going to hit enter and tab, and we're going to declare a variable of file, which will be set equal to DriveApp.getFileById. And we'll have an open parentheses. There is one argument that needs to be passed, and it needs to be structured as a string. So we are going to enter in quotation marks. It can be single quotes, it can be double quotes, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you remain consistent with whatever you've been doing up to this point. We're going to go to Google Drive and we are going to select a file. So I am going to get rid of this untitled spreadsheet. So I'm going to open it up and I am going to highlight the URL so that I can extract or copy, whatever, the file ID, which is found at this point in the URL after the docs.google.com/whatever file type you're in. So I'm in a spreadsheet, so it says spreadsheets. If you're in a document, it'll say document. If you're in slides, it'll either say presentation or slides, I forget. But you'll basically just get whatever file type you're in, followed by /d/, and then you'll get your file ID. So it doesn't matter what file type you're using, you will always find the file ID in the URL in this general position. So we're going to copy the ID. We're going to go back to our app script, and we are going to paste it in between the quotes. We're going to hit the right arrow on our keyboard twice. We're going to add a semicolon. We're going to hit enter twice. We're going to hit the left arrow twice. We're going to add 2 slashes for a comment, and now we are going to delete the file. I'm going to hit enter and tab, and we are going to reference our file variable, which is whatever you entered on line 4, and we're going to use set T trashed, and we're going to have an open parentheses. So set trashed takes a Boolean value, which means that it will either be true or false. So because we want to move this file to the trash, we are going to set it to be called true. We hit the right arrow on our keyboard. We are going to add a semicolon there, and we are going to run our function. So you can see that we have successfully executed the code. And when we go back to the file, we get a prompt that says this file is in trash. It will be deleted forever after 30 days. If this file is shared, contributors can still make a copy of it until it's permanently deleted. And when we go to our folder, you'll see that once I hit refresh, untitled spreadsheet will no longer be in there. It is just howdy. So in the event that you don't want a file in trash, you can do the same thing where you can get the file ID and instead of set trash to true, let's try this. I've never done it. We're going to set it to false and we'll see what happens. So we're going to hit save. We're going to hit run. Our code is successfully compiled. And when we go to that file, we have it refresh, but we now have a link to untitled spreadsheet. So we can open that up. You can see it's the same sheet. It is no longer in the trash because we are not getting that prompt that says that it's in trash. We have a file path here. So when we click on move, we see that it returns to subfolder 3. So when I go to subfolder 3 and I hit refresh, you can see that untitled spreadsheet is now back in there. So the set trashed method has a Boolean value because if you set it to true, then the file will be moved to the trash. And if you set it to false, then the file will be removed from trashed. But again, there is a prompt that says if the file is in trash for 30 days, it will be permanently removed. So if you are trying to bring something back after 30 days, you are not going to be able to do it.
I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to continue following along with this series, please check out the playlist linked in the description.